What is up, AGZ gang? Yes sir. Now y'all boys, listen, hear me out. I'm 100% sure everybody in here, well not everybody, let's say about 90%, have fully experienced update 4 by this point. And if you haven't, I do think you should hurry up. Update 4.5 is like next week. And I'm 100% sure that not everybody's satisfied with the content that update 4 delivered to us. And if you didn't fail English, I'm very sure you'll notice by the title that this video is going to be everything wrong with update 4. But before we actually get into everything that was wrong with update 4, y'all boys, do me a huge favor, hit that like button. Let's get to at least 300 likes. And if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and turn on post notification bell. Play my intro. Now I know what you guys are thinking. Why are you making this video now? Well, I did want to make this video like a week after update 4 came out, but I kind of wanted the dust to settle. It was just too new, so I've kind of waited a long while. Update 4.5 is most likely next week, as next week is whoa hold up there, buddy. Next week is Halloween, so I would assume the Halloween update is going to come within this time. And Phoeyu did say this inside the Discord server. So again, I would assume it is next week or next weekend. These features that happened in update 4 just made update 4 kind of annoying and lackluster. I'm not going to lie, I'm one of the people that thought update 4 was really going to be goated. And well, I don't want to say it's disappointed, but yeah. Okay, so the first issue of update 4, at least for me, was the launch EXP glitch. Now, if you don't know what this is, right after maintenance, when people went into the game, all they had to do to hit max level was defeat one mob. Yes, one mob. And this took the immersiveness away from update 4. I know I was one of the people that genuinely wanted to grind the game for what it was. Guess what? That was taken away from me against my will. Now, for a lot of people, this wasn't an issue because it meant they could just get into the nitty-gritty of the game, get Hockey V2, 2 sword style, and just go straight into PvP. But for people like me, I genuinely wanted to explore Alabaster, see what it had to offer, see if the quests were even a step above the rest and actually gave a unique leveling system, a leveling experience. But I just didn't get to experience that. Now, at least I didn't get to max level. It took me from level 325 to level 375. And that way I was still able to kind of grind the game. But I did find out that doing Krakens and Sea Beast was way better than doing quests in Alabaster. It gave more EXP, it was more efficient, and it was definitely quicker. The second issue was 2 sword style. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, this is really debatable. I know a lot of people liked it. I was probably one of the people that did like 2 sword style. When it came out, the leveling experience was, well, I wouldn't say leveling, but the grinding experience for getting 2 sword style was definitely unique and it was definitely entertaining. Probably Musashi was the best boss to ever touch Grand Peace Online. However, once you actually got 2 sword style is where the problem came. Once you had 2 sword style, it just seemed like you were cut above the rest. Now, in a sense, it was balanced because you weren't able to Geppo. And after a day or two, players did find a way around 2 sword style users, and it's literally just Geppoing over them. But 2 sword style, and I kid you not, would chunk people's health. You could essentially just one-shot everyone. Now, Phoeyu did try his best to nerf the hell out of 2 sword style, and the nerf really hit to the point where everyone switched off of it. Phoeyu realized how bad it was and just decided to, I wouldn't say revert, but give it a little buff, and it's now in a viable state. But 2 sword style definitely did kill some people's love for update 4. The third one, and probably the most disappointing out of everything else on the list, is Karoo racing. Now, I'm sorry, I couldn't help but laugh. But okay, first let's start off with Karoo. Karoos are actually really like beautiful. Like, look at this. This is beautiful. But it costs Robux to obtain a Karoo, and I'm not gonna lie, GPO is a paid access game, so everybody playing the game, you know, paid with Robux. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure a lot of people can't afford a Karoo, though it was very cheap. It was like $2. I'm very sure a lot of players still didn't have the means to actually get a Karoo, and Karoo being locked behind a paid war, like, this is the first paid war GPO has actually had. A lot of the things in GPO, especially game passes, are all obtainable in some way, shape or form through playing the game. But Karoo was somehow, for some reason, was that exception, and till this day I don't know why. Adding on to the addition that Karoo was locked behind a paid war, Karoo racing didn't make paying for Karoo worth it in the slightest. This was the most rushed, unenjoyable, unimmersive. I could go on all day. Listen, this shit wasn't it, man. What the hell was this? It was literally a placeholder. I just feel like this was genuinely made in 10 minutes and slapped into update 4 for the sake of adding content to it. And I would even call it adding content to the game, because it wasn't content. This is not content. This was super disappointing, especially considering how talented the GPL developers really are. We all know this. Karoo racing was a slap in the face. Considering we waited 6 months for this update, Karoo racing definitely wasn't it. Now, this is just an additional thing that I'm going to add. I wouldn't call it more ruined update 4, though it kind of did, but more of my concerns for GPO. As the game updates, as the level cap increases, as the more we get more SP points, the game is going to get more spammy. GPO's PvP in the state it's in right now is just infinite combos, and if you're not getting hit by infinite combo, you're getting hit with devil fruit or Geppo spammer, and it's just not as fun as it used to be, which is why I don't try anymore. Update 0 and update 1 PvP was the most fun I've ever had on Grand Peace Online, and as the more it's update, the PvP's just become a little bit more unbalanced. It's a bit unstable. It's definitely not in the most balanced state, and you can ask your favorite YouTuber this as well. I'm pretty sure he will agree. Though I'm not saying it's completely unfun, it's just not the best experience. Well, it's not as fun as it used to be. So take that how you will. And the last issue is balancing issues. Now, I could go into specific and talk about each individual thing. Cough from Agu, crab cutlers, etc. But I'm not going to do that, mainly because I don't want this video to be too long and just me rambling about broken things that Phoeyu decided to add. But there are a lot of things that really do, you know, bother not only me, but a lot of the people that love playing PvP. Like, I know a lot of people have quit PvPing in the game because of how OP a lot of the things are in the game. But I will give you guys a quick example by what I mean. So, in the attempt to nerf Afro Dash, they opened up a new meta. This new meta involved Soru and move stacking. One example of this is a Mera user will be able to stack Flame Pillar with Fireflies at the same time, and as you can imagine, that is big, humongous damage. Big pause, by the way, big pause. That is a big amount of damage going off at once. And if you're not living under a bush, you know that sauna users are able to move stack damn near infinitely, especially if you use a combo with Greatsword. I'm not going to get into details of how to move stack with sauna and Greatsword, but just know it's definitely possible. And the players that have utilized this have made their way to the top of the leaderboard very easily. Like look, like these guys have like 500 wins right now. It's kind of an issue, but again, it's not Phoeyu and the dev team's fault of this particular balancing issue. They have tried to nerf and change a lot of things, but ultimately not a lot of them have worked, and it's just caused more issues in the process. But I guess over time we'll find out how these things pan out. We can't judge too early. And that is it for the video. If you made it this far, make sure you let me know. And if there's anything that you didn't like about update 4, make sure you comment down below, because I definitely want to know y'all boys' opinions. I want to know how much y'all boys liked update 4. If you were disappointed, if you really enjoyed it, let me know. Remember, road to 50K. I love y'all boys. AGZ gang. I'm gonna see y'all boys in the next one.